Hello, testing. Good morning. Board number one, match between Colombo Warriors and Cleveland Kings. The king himself, Sarvanan Babu, representing Cleveland Kings, is here. He's sitting on my right hand side. Left side is Mr. Venu from Columbus, representing Colombo Warriors, captained by Chamil Kure. The match is about to begin. Toss won by Colombo Warriors, and Venu has chosen to strike. Strike is okay in a sense. See two blues pulled to his base, while you also have some whites, small bunch in the center. The Venu is a very smooth pocketer. However, to play with someone like Sarvanan Babu, he has to do more than that today. Let's see. All the achievement of the past are usually put aside in a match. That's what Sarvanan is trying to do. Nowadays, he doesn't have the time to practice regularly, but he still comes back match after match and gets a win or a half a win at least, right? He's doing very well so far for his team. Yeah, the pull worked, half worked. Let's see what he's trying to do. I think he's pulling back white. He's extremely good at those pullbacks. Pull the opponent's back and then, pocket your client. But simple, untypical miss from Sarvanan. There you go. Do not give these champions second chance, otherwise they'll eat you alive. Yep. Two unforced errors at the wrong time for himself, right time for the king. Let's see what king does now. For those folks, you may be wondering, what am I saying? The king? King of what? For us here in United States, for Carrom, he is the king. He has won national titles 11 times, almost consecutively, maybe one after a break, 1 year's break, 11 times. What else do we call him? King of Carrom or King of Cleveland on my right. That's a very nice pullback again from Venu. Here you go. Pull yourself up. Go for it against the king. You take the first board. Fantastic. He's a very smooth pocketer, I know. So he gets the first with 4 points. Our Colombo Warriors has 4 points to start with. Second board, serve and strike, good break. Coin in, whites are open, 70%. That's all he needs to take advantage. He's not going to give in any game easily. You can, of course, there are a lot of people won lots of games against him. Not easily. He always fights back. He always takes a stance, winner stance. And all these youngsters, they want to win against a champion, just like Venu does now. They got to fight harder. Less mistakes, less unforced errors is number one primary requirement if you have to win against good players. That's what I'm looking for here from Venu, Colombo Warriors. Yep. There you go. One unforced from the king. That's how you should corner even the greatest champions. Try to put a little bit pressure. There you go. If he has taken that blue, he should have been thinking about that queen, which has a connection into the far right corner for the king. Sarvan and Babu. Yeah, this is a good gesture. Just pull it back a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Whatever happened is what he intended. Let's see what the king. As much as I know, he usually pulls back in these positions. Yep, he wants to walk at that. He's not going for a big stroke. Very simple play. Very simple. He doesn't even want to take the risk of pocketing that queen to the far right. He simply pulled it back. Right thing to do. This is the time how you respond to the position against good players. The ball is in really Venu's court to some extent. How he responds to good players. If he responds well, this board or two, then he gains that confidence, and as the match progresses, his technique, his flow gets aligned with what he wants to do. See, very smooth pocketer, I can tell you. Let's say he got a reverse poke, but queen is his worry. Queen is his worry, exactly. There you go. There you go. This guy, we have seen him over and over and over. He's going to play a very simple game, or he's going to go for turning. He usually pulls back, sits back, relaxes. But in this case, I know that's exactly what he's going to do. I have seen him for how many years now. Of course, you can turn it around. Technically, he had a option. He didn't take it. I like this too. Most likely he'll take a cut, but I thought you should take a third pocket. There you go. That is why he's the king for 11 consecutive years. I'm not judging a player by one stroke. See the simplicity of how he just pulls back into the game with these 4 points. It will be very interesting to see only if Colombo Warriors, Venu, will respond in a positive way. In a sense, play his game, play to the position, not to worry, not to weigh his mind with all the achievements his opponent has. Let's say. Good pull, no coin in, which makes some difference, but blues have a complicated position, while whites obviously are relatively way better. Depends on what he is choosing, is what determines this board. Let's see. Usually I choose those coins which he played now. I go at them a little bit later because, see, they're not affected by, the opponent may not be able to make them harder. But he's chosen a different path. This is also not bad. You want to press that in. There, a fantastic stroke. Just hitting it against the border and then with white support, you pull that in. He's extremely good at pulling back coins in a simple fashion, not too complicated. I mean, complication is required. I know very good pullers of the game today is Prashant More, Anil Vemuri, excellent puller. He pulls the coin backs very logically when they're a huge bunch. K. Srinivas, all these great players are great pullers, but Prashant More, I just love the way he pulls back coins. I mean, when he pulls back his own coins or even the opponent's coins, when they're all in a bunch. See, as the match progresses, he's going to make less mistakes. So if he has to continue to make some unforced errors, if he has to, Sarvan continues to make some unforced errors, depends on you. If you're playing against him, see that stroke. See that stroke. Depends on you what you're doing. Yep, he's got that chance. Very lucky on a very simple coin miss. He himself is a smooth pocketer. He's got to just play his brains here. Now, don't even touch it. That's purely in defense. I have no idea. This positional, if you are giving up that position by pocketing that white, you will face it. Face what happens now. Absolutely, I had no idea why he had to put that white. He was in great position. I think he is going for the queen for safety of the queen. That's all he's going to pull to his base. Maybe. Not yet. See that. You know what's the context of the game and what he's doing out there. It all depends on Venu and his pocketing skills here. There you go, guys. There you go how these champions operate. Keep it simple. He kept it simple. He took these points right from Colombo Warriors' mouth. 5 points instead of giving up 4. Net 9 points. I will read it that way. So I believe the score is 9 versus 4. 3 boards complete. 9 to Cleveland Kings, 4 to Colombo Warriors. This is the 4th board. Sarvan and Babu, the king, strikes. Not a bad strike. I'm not a big fan of his strikes, but he makes use of them very efficiently, whatever it is. If you see, on the other hand, I have a fantastic strike. Every time it comes up in a pattern, if I make him sit there, he will hit slam for every one of my strikes. But no, him has a reasonable strike, but very efficient at making use of how he does things. There you go. That is the king. See that cut. But see, he's going to pull back simple. I know, you may be thinking, but very simple game. That's it. Yeah, see on the other hand what this gentleman is doing. That's not a bad technique and shot at all. What is he doing with that hand? Just take it. At this point of time, pocket view, operate simply, because the king himself is operating very simply. Nothing too much to think here. So pull things back till you gain a position, and then you will have a chance to do whatever you need to do. Yep. Now he operates. He's put you in a position. Now he's closing it out. Essentially, he's closing it out now. I'm here to just comment for great players. I'm here to really comment for those who are trying to get there. That's why I'm pointing out what all these great players do, and also pointing out what kind of mistakes players like Venu do. So at least they know when they walk in next time, they know what they need to do. Keep it simple is the formula to win against these great players. As much as possible, keep it simple. See, he didn't even go for a big shot there to get that far wide. Keep it simple. He knows the position. All he needs to do is take the queen, follow, and then that far wide, he can try it, or it's sitting right for third pocket, that far right. It doesn't even need to cut, but that's fine. He has angle here too. Yeah, that's now see the position. His guard is wide, right in place to close it out. What does Venin needs to do? He has to execute, but see himself what he put himself in. He had opportunity of playing for position. He didn't. None of his fault, but it's exposure and experience. Now he has to play a big shot. He can, but see, you don't want to do that every time. You tried. You're giving up. About to give up 7 points. This is how good, great players operate. Simplicity is the king, makes you the king. Simplicity. He didn't do anything crazy. He had an idea coin too. He didn't hit it too hard to get the far white freed up. Instead, he just took one by one because of how the position was, and he's leading by 16-4. That 4 Venu guard was the very first board. He was playing very well, smooth pocketing, but absolutely inferior positional play. I just have to speak the reality. Very inferior positional play and no simplicity in thinking. If he can fix one of those, then he has a lot of potential. Now, I know what it does. Simple. Keep pocketing. How many ever you get. That's what it does again. Very nice. Yes. Keep playing and keep it simple. You can get a board back. You can bounce back. That is nice. You got pocketing as much as anyone has. I'm more concerned about the white on his right hand side. Maybe this is the time to free it up. Don't know. Maybe after this stroke. But make your judgment. It's not bad at all. Think about those coins which are cornered somewhere. See the position he gave blues. Very difficult position for blues. If you play simplicity, this is what happens. I don't know why he's not pocketing those 2 hand coins. He has to pocket, clear them out. You for these guys, good against good players, you're not keeping too many on the board. At seeing the circumstances, just go for everything, clean it up, free your hard coin. There you go. Yeah, then no unforced errors. You're giving back. But anyway, he tried. Let's see. All depends on the white on the right hand side, which is hard for Venu. Really depends on that coin. Did you see that stroke? Now you guys know why we call him the king. Give him a position. He knows how to operate. Now you may think, oh, everyone does that, but he had to do it. when you are in a situation. He does it again and again and again over the years. That's why he is 11 times successive US Open champion. You may think, oh, not much standard, right? In US, doesn't matter. He's playing with his standard bunch there. But nowadays, US players are as good as anyone if they had enough exposure only. Technically, they're as good as anyone. Yeah. How do you stop this guy? What was the position and what do you see now? Can you believe? He's still thinking about defense. He's not giving up its position. That white is not going to give up. Unfortunately, he touched it. He doesn't want to touch that white because keep it simple. He didn't want to. Venu has got a good chance to gain 4 points. He got it, I think. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Bad luck, if I had to call it in normal terms. That's okay. That's okay. See, but you saw what the Blues' positions were a minute ago, and saw what happened. He gets that point back instead of giving up 4 points. Net 5 points gain. So he's, I believe it's 17-4. This is the sixth board, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. 5 boards complete, let's assume. In the sixth board. I may be wrong on the board count here. Again, a normal strike is just efficient at using his strike. Doesn't do anything crazy, right? Pockets all the coins he can, and then he simply pulls it back. And we, including me, and all the youngsters who are trying to win a tournament or trying to win matches, fall in that trap of, you know, of going for big strokes, etc. And these good players don't do that. Only when required you do. There you go. Simple, looks like simple, very complex shot he has executed successfully. When required, he will take up big assignments, big shots, but usually a simple operator. That is what I mean by simple. Pulling back a queen, putting it in a position of a long shot for his opponent. Yep. I could have told few boards ago he's already lost the match, then it wouldn't have been nice. Seeing the position, seeing how we are operating, it's usually you can make an educated guess. This was a great opportunity for Venu playing these good players. Uh, Usually you don't get that chance to playing with the good players, so hopefully take some lessons home from this match. A lot of hard work went to get these matches live. This is our last day, fourth day, last few hours. Everyone, including all the players, are tired, but they still are deriving a lot of pleasure from this. Um, See, he has to pull that white back, the blue and the white on his left hand side, Venu. He has to pull that back. before Sarvanan goes for it. Don't assume that white is not going, according to me. He has to pull that first back, otherwise he's pretty much done. Either by, and no, there could be multiple ways. He has this right section is also pretty hard, but I would take that back and see what he does. Fantastic stroke. Very well done. Very well done. You got that technique. You got that technique. Make use of it. Yes, I would go for that too. Turn it. Turn it faster. Not bad at all. I still think White's in a better position because Sarvanan can pocket that right side one, which Venu could have, in one of his chances, should have pulled into the base. That's pretty much. You go. 5 more. 23 versus 4. The only board was the first board. 23 versus 5. Last to second to last board. I'd love to comment, if even if not comment, watch when someone like Sarvan and Babu are sitting on the board. I would love to do that. The only reason is that, as you get too many years into this, you don't watch others' games. And you get an opportunity to commentate, you have to watch. So I'm enjoying right now his game. I'm enjoying his game. Forget about what I'm talking about. See, this kid's is not a kid, but this youngster's pocketing is so smooth. So what are you doing with that kind of technique you got? What did you play today? I'm amazed. Move that blue. Don't hesitate to move that blue. He's got all the technique and simple ideas like that. He hasn't put those to use in times. Lot of times. See that pocketing. So smooth. I'm amazed. Now don't go for the kill here. There is nothing. Simple. This is the problem. There is nothing to move there. You spoiled your position. There was a pair there. This is where all the youngsters are losing out. There is nothing to do there. He was hitting a big shot when he didn't need it. Now he is in a position. He gave up a position. Now you go. You are getting cornered now. Butchered positionally. Positional butcher, I call it. Not necessarily technically. Perhaps or a smoother pocketer. There you go. This is what happens when you give up a great position. You start missing. Yeah. He can afford to give you back chances, but you can't afford to give back the striker to him. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Now he's going for a big one again, maybe. The end of the match, I don't know, but generally he was playing like that. You didn't need to do that. Because the hand coins he could have gone for a triple pair, still pocketed white after the blue was pocketed. Now I think blue advantage. It's all about takes him one stroke. I think sensible. He can afford to pocket that or simply pull back. I hope he gets this board, the whites. Now he come to his right side. He has to come to his right side. Yeah, take risk. Touch the blue and then put double. Yeah, this way is okay. Now go to your far pocket of your opponent. You're not going to go to release those two for. Yeah, see, that is where they're not using their ideas. They're not using their brain. When you go and give up that position again. I don't want to be too critical here, but I'm just saying, you came here, you want to win, give your best against the best players, and then you should also use your brains. Otherwise, you cannot win. See that. Did you guys see the king in him now? You know what king means? See this board. Go back and see this board. That's what he is. 111 US national titles. Is not a joke. Doesn't matter what level you think. If you're calling this out, oh man, this game level is not that level. Back in India or Sri Lanka, doesn't matter. Why don't you play your local tournament and win it 11 times? The last board to go, the game is pretty much sealed. There's absolutely no chance. I just want to watch the king striking and eating up all the all the prey, all the whatever. His last chance, Venu, his last chance for this tournament to be in the limelight. Now go for it, right? Now no more simplicity. When you get an opportunity like that, show off. Yep, time comes when you want to go hit and go and everything. The champions may keep themselves too simple still. I wouldn't. I would go for all the strokes and enjoy myself. Come on, Vena. I want to see a couple of strokes here. He has the technique, but does he have the heart to go show off? Yeah, he's keeping it simple now. I wouldn't. You lost the game. No chance. Go for big stroke. Enjoy yourself. I'm not asking you to be ill-disciplined, but context. Playing to the context is very important to enjoy this game and win this game. Yeah, yeah, try it. Very few unforced errors. That's why really he was the champion. I think that is one of the secrets of his success. Very few unforced errors. For two reasons. He's technically very good for straight shoots. Not only that, he chooses, he doesn't complicate things. He keeps a simple coin as a simple coin. That's why he gives up very few chances. He's using that same striker for years, if I knew it correctly. Yeah, you see, that one usually you want to go back also at the same time. He doesn't. Keeps it extremely simple, disciplined, and he's just closed it out so very well. So let's see when he's going to take the. No, not this time. Come on, go for the turning. Come on, Veno. This is your limelight. You're not doing that. That's what I'm talking about. You give up your opportunity even for gaining limelight. Yeah, he's generous. He's very generous. The king of Cleveland has just finished the match. Hopefully he'll walk into the commentary box for have a few words with me. The king is here. The king is back. The king is back. See this guy. I watched your entire game, Babu. I loved it after years. I watched each and every coin. You know, I have my ideas which I already put up on the commentary. Just tell me, what was it out there? It's not about personal, about the opponent or anything. I know you're having fun. What should your opponent do to even gain some trekking ground into your zone?
First of all, I have to play more. I haven't practiced, but it was nice opportunity to come over here. Thanks for inviting me after 3 years touching the board. It's special for me.
I know he's speaking the truth. He's this guy runs a chain of restaurants out there in Cleveland. If I may take that opportunity to tell about him, right? Because he keeps himself so busy and all the time, so he doesn't have a chance to practice. You won't believe. You think we're faking? No, I know it. He couldn't make it for this tournament. Almost, he was sitting on the tarmac or in the airport for 6 hours because my simple request. I said, I'm not asking you for $50,000. I'm not asking for money for sponsorship. All you do, the king, Sarvanan Babu, we call him, 11-time US national champion, please come over. Your presence is what we enjoy. This gentleman who played with you, Venu, I was telling in the commentary, it's time for your limelight. Play simple like it does, but when the time comes, kill it. How did he play?
He did pretty good job. He was a little bit nervous. The first board after he took it, then I played safe. When it times to come for offense, I went offense. Then he got a little bit backed off, so that's why I went all out. Every board I thought I have to take it, no other choice. So I don't want to give him even 1 point. That's my strategy for this game. So I just kept it and I went.
That is first of all humility, being humble, being honest. Number two is the captain of Cleveland Kings is responsibility for the team. Third is the responsibility towards his own game. You keep sanity in the game by playing simple. If you count entire commentary, the last half hour, simple, 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 million times I repeated that. You did repeat that on the board million times. On the other hand, this kid was trying for few strokes in an unconventional way. Can you expand that simple if you can? I know you're a man with few words, but try, because me saying something, all these guys who think they know the game, talking is different than a champion, real champion. Doesn't matter where you won. It is Maria 9 times in India or 11 times in United States is same. They play to their levels. Winning at their level is as difficult anywhere. Sarvanan, say something. Years we kept asking you questions, but you speak less. Say whatever I get about anything here. We want to know.
I always play with an attitude. This I got it when I was in from childhood. My cousin, he always plays with me. I always give him 4 board. Then next 4 board, no matter what, I'll take it. I have that confidence that I'll take the next 4 board. First, I'll give that 4 board for free, just like that. So that's how I practice. It's the same thing. Like now, what I thought with Vin was like pretty much every board is mine. Even 1 point or 10 point, it doesn't matter. But I have to take that 1 point, and that's how I played. And I think I played it simple. I didn't go too offensive. I played defense and offense, and it worked out. And I took all the boards.
And what else? We're going to catch him visually, right? Into the rounds. I'm going to turn on my visual monitors there. I'll pull you back in, because if you don't see this guy, you're not seeing United States Carroms. Now, I'm not emotional. I'm not lying. I've been organizing for last 15 years. I'm giving up organizing with this. This is my last tournament. Physically organizing any tournament, I'll be back and support. But he's been like that. Now he's shocked if I say I'm giving up organizing. What do you think? Did I do a job? Okay.
This is like totally different level what I saw in my entire life. This is like mind blowing. When I walked inside this room, like 8 live, you know, session, and crisp and clean with commentary and beautiful. I was in the airport. I was watching. Usually I see some videos live, but it's always like shaky. You cannot even figure it out. Whether it's white, red, black, who pocket, what point it is. Now, like, we can see everything. This is amazing what you guys are doing. Hats off for you guys. Definitely, I'll support wherever I can. This mind blowing. That's all I can say. There's no words for me because I'm a restaurant guy. I'm not IT guy, but the way in which I see this room with all this like computer, all the wires everywhere, it's like it's crazy. It looks like NASA kind of work over here.
And what a kind words here. This is all for the game. If there are no good players, if there is no history like Sarvanan has created, we wouldn't be doing this. Thanks a lot, Sarvanan. Last word is yours. You're going to come back visually. Doesn't matter whether your team wins or loses. Good luck. You're going to be back. Last word is yours.
Thank you again. Thank you so much. These guys, like I don't know, they take so much time. They take pride. They take. I mean, I don't know whether I can do this much. I organize some tournaments back home India, even in Cleveland, but this is like 100 times better than what we did. Hats off for all you guys. I mean, this is not easy task putting a software together live, and the more to come. They explain everything about this Carrom Premium League, and it's going crazy over here. People are enjoying it, and it's more fun. It's not just like okay, top 6 players. It's coming to the final, and okay, it's already decided. Only these 4 players are coming to the semi and finals. Now this is like more fun. Like everybody's enjoying it. It's fun. It's fun. I like it. Thank you so much for inviting again. Thank you, Jay and team.
Thank you all. This is Jay Suryadevara and Sarvanan Babu signing off for this match. We'll be back visually. We promise. We'll give the